Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Adappa11 here with another Star Wars action figure review. Now we're going to step back to 2000 with the Star Wars Power of the Jedi Collection 2 line. And this, as you see, is a character that, well, this is the only Calamarian or Mon Calamari officer that I've seen. In the comment section, if you could please, if you're aware of any other Calamari officers and any other lines, please let me know. You see, I lack in my Rebel officer or higher command collection, so I'm very happy to open this one up, though he is just a standard. It appears to be maybe a 5-point, possibly 6-point articulated figure. It's going to be cool to open him up and add him to my Rebel fleet. So he does have a profile card here, and if we look on the back, we can actually read it. So let's go over here, and you can see the other figures that come with this line. They're not great figures, but there are actually some pretty decent figures. I mean, they have Jet Porkins, which I have, and which other one do I have here that I'm looking at? Oh, the Biker Scout. So there's a couple good figures on there. Okay, so on the file card here, the profile card, if my old eyes can read this, if my son in the background doesn't drown us out. A peaceful race of amphibious, the Mon Calamari species, have adapted the name of their watery home world. Unfortunately, they were a target for Imperial enslavement. After striking back and regaining their freedom, the Mon Calamari joined the Alliance and focused all their energies on defeating the Empire. And you have the vital statistics, which are the species, Mon Calamari, height, varies, homeworld, Mon Calamari. Here you see it has 10 Jedi Master points with the UPC code. And enough of the card. All right, let's open them up and check them out. Okay, so here we have our Mon Calamari officer, and I am very, very pleased with this, though when I initially saw it, I just thought to myself, oh, it'll be cool just to add to my Rebel fleet. But let me explain after I review the actual figure to tell you why I am so happy with this overall package. Okay, so here we are. We have our standard old school articulation, swivel articulation at the, well, let me put it up here, at the neck. But it is very limited, as you can see. If you moved it any further, because the neck being more oval than circular, it's going to force the head to pop off, so you can't really articulate at the neck. You have swivel at the shoulders on the upper extremities, and that's it. Nothing at the elbows or wrists. And you have swivel at the waist and hips, each hip, but it will only go back so much, as you can see. Now there's no articulation at the knees or ankles, and you can see the peg holes for action figure stands and the stamp on the bottom, 2000. So, and the paint job is just fair. Okay, I really think what really makes this figure stand out for me is his head. His facial sculpt, I would give a good 8.8. And the eyes are almost a 10. I think the eyes are what really get this figure to stick out. And you can see that even the glare. So I think that the nice detail for the face, for the eyes, and even the helmet. Now let's see, does the helmet come off? Yes. Sweet. Okay, so we can see that the helmet does come off. Actually, gosh, that would have been cool to get. I should have gotten a pair. Oh well. So you can see he's got some pretty decent detail. And let me go ahead and dim the light just a little bit in my room. The natural sunlight is, there we go. So here we have see, I don't know. I think it's a great sculpt for the head. Now, as far as the rest of the body is concerned, it's just average. The body is actually awkward. He does have some fair detail on the arms and hands. Nothing all that great. He has rank insignia. No really good paint detail. It's really this section that's awkward. You have such a gap from the waist and the hips, and then of course you have this gap in the groin area, and so it just makes it look pretty awkward. I think they could have tightened that up a little bit. And nothing to write home about with the legs. And instead of using Velcro, I guess the Mon Calamari are still using laces. So, and can you imagine tying shoes with these fingers? Like, really? How can you tie your shoes with these fingers? What gives, man? Okay, so, he must be pretty dexterous in those digits. So, there it is. I mean, oh, sorry, his pistol. No paint, nothing really special about the pistol. So, no holster. Okay, so what is it that really gets this whole thing to stick out? It's not the helmet. Let's take a look at the paint detail. Okay. What I really like about this whole setup, this right here, believe it or not, it's the card, the profile card. I find great value in this. This actually gives a great amount of information about the species in such little packed form. So here we have the statistics. I hope this will come out fair. So here we have his statistics. And we can see that, you know, the strength and the speed, the endurance, what they really excel in is their intelligence. And, you know, if you take a look and compare their speed apparently isn't too far behind. But, yeah, so anyways, they're extremely intelligent, 16 out of 20. But what I really like is their skills and how it explains such facts such as flight abilities, piloting. The Mon Calamari sees space as an endless ocean of stars, and they have a strong desire to explore it. Thus, Mon Calamari have become exceptional pilots and navigators. Intelligence. The Mon Calamari place great emphasis on education. So do I. That's the bonus right there to find out their emphasis on education, and they're great contribute to the Rebel Alliance, especially with their piloting and navigating ability. Before the Empire arrived, the Mon Calamari had enjoyed peace for millennia. The Empire attempted to enslave the population and seize their technology. But the courageous Mon Calamari resisted. Unfortunately, many were captured and their cities were destroyed. By the time of their first battle with the Empire, the Mon Calamari... Let me start that over. By the time of their first battle with the Empire, the Mon Calamari had already constructed many enormous civilian starships. They were immediately converted for military duty. After joining the Alliance, the Mon Calamari contributed many ships to the Rebel fleet, including the Mon Cal Star cruiser and the B-Wing starfighter. And then it shows some gear. Their helmets, blaster pistol, their vapor tank, and the Star Cruiser, the B-Fighter. So I'll let you pause and read all this. It's kind of hard to read this small print. I had difficulty reading what I just read because of the small print, so sorry for the errors there and the lack of fluidity. So on the back here, we have that other profile that I read, and plus their it just has really cool alliance, enemies, allies. So this, I like this. I know maybe a lot of younger folks, meaning children, just discard this, throw it away, because of course, they just want to play and have fun. But when you grow older and you find out how important wisdom and knowledge is, then you become more interested in such details as this. And it expands on the storyline. Because of course, in Return of the Jedi is when we see the arrival of our Mon Calamari and friends, and knowing that they're great support with the B-Wing and their ships, help the victory. So it's nice to know that. Well, I suppose that's just about it. Really appreciate your time, and that like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And until next time, may the Force be with you. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.